All right. We are live, Kelly.
Live, whoop,
We
whoop.
are
Happy
live, guys.
Sunday.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. We're so excited to have you guys here and so excited to be here every Sunday, just dropping some awesome knowledge with you guys. You know, the whole reason we created this group was for you. So my name's Blair Critch, and this is my awesome friend, Kellie
Kellie Hoover.
And we are here as two millionaire moms. Okay, here's what I mean by that. We have both have totally different backgrounds. Kellie has a pharma background where she had lots of success. I used to be a kindergarten teacher. I'm retired from that now. Then we both got into network marketing. And if you're not in network marketing or direct sales, that's okay. This group is still for you because it's basically just a small business. So we're here to help you guys with tools and tips and strategies and ideas to help you find your success and sustain it without sacrificing time with your family, because that's super important too. We want you to live life and enjoy life. And if anybody tells you got to work hard in order to play hard, that's not really true. You need to learn systems and strategies and tools to be successful. And then you should be able to enjoy every facet of your life, right? So hopefully last week you guys had a lot of fun with the stories that we were sharing. Kellie dropped that awesome training on Unfold app. Hopefully you made at least one story. Give us some info below in the comments. Tell us, like, did you do a story this week? Did you do a poll in the story this week? How did it go? Did you actually do some organization with it? Those things down. We did myself and Kellie, we did a lot of stories this week. And one of ours was actually about hi, Vela. One of ours was actually about something that we have launching in a different group of ours for our company and our product. And I went through today. I had 15 minutes scheduled on my calendar. I went through and checked to see who used the poll, who was following all the way through, who just looked at one, who looked at all 5 of my stories that I dropped in there, right? So hopefully if you guys had any wins, drop them below. Any questions, drop them below. But tonight, we're going to share something that I'm super excited about, because this is exactly what I did that helped me master my time in my business and helped me in all areas of my life just by changing this one thing in the morning. I know you guys have heard that saying before, win the morning, win the day, right? We've all heard that. Maybe you have your own favorite quote for winning the morning. If you do, drop it below. But Darren Hardy is somebody who I follow. I love him. And he has always said, you got to win the morning to win the day. You got to be organized and ready in the morning. But what does that mean? So Kellie's going to share with you guys a little bit also about how doing some of the things that we're going to share with you guys today have helped her and why the morning is important to her. Now, listen, Kellie has young kids. I have older kids. Maybe you have no kids. It doesn't matter what your house is like in the morning. It is about getting your mind in the right space, clear and ready to rock out whatever it is that you need to get done that day.
Yeah, I love it. You know, one of the things I remember, like growing up as a young child, was my mom always said to me, everything important, Kellie, happens before noon. And I'm not a natural born early morning person. I'm not a morning person. I never have been. I'm not natural at it. But here's the thing, if you're not natural at it, you can adapt the skills, and it comes with consistency, and it comes with like actual ability to be able to do the small things. So here's why the mastering your morning is so incredibly important. It's baby steps. It's taking the structure. It's having a structure. It's knowing how to create a structure to implement your life. Because guess what? Blair's structure may not work for me. My structure may not work for you, right? And so it's knowing how to create a structure, a routine for your life that works for you. It's so simple. Here's the thing. A few of the tips that we're going to share with you tonight, you guys, grab your notebooks, because you're going to want to know these things. It may not be cut and dry for you. We may not say we do A, B, and C and it works for you, or it works for Blair, or it works for me. But the reality is if you adapt a structure, if you adapt a routine that works for you in your morning, and you're consistent about implementing it, it will absolutely impact every aspect of your day. Hands down.
So true. I'm laughing too, because Kellie's like, I'm not naturally a morning person. She gets up, like when we're together on trips or working together, she's always up before me. And I feel like I am a morning person. Like I wake up ready to go, but I do. It's funny. I mean, I remember when we first started doing this. So today we're going to quickly go through for you guys what Savers is. It's from Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. If you've never read that book, it's one I do highly recommend. But my husband, Ryan, and I started it 5 years ago. They have Miracle Morning for real estate agents. That's what he read. read, and he shared it with me. And then I found out they had Miracle Morning for network marketers. They just have regular Miracle Morning. They have Miracle Morning for couples. And so it's amazing how Elrod has taken this book and really made it so that it fits for anybody. But when we first started this, I thought, well, I'm already a morning person. I already do a lot of stuff in the morning. But then I realized I needed to get up before everybody else. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little shocked to think and not really happy about getting up earlier than the rest of my family, because at the time, my kids were pretty young. So drop below. Do you guys have kids? How old are your kids? Do you get up right now before your kids? I want to know. But for me, it was like, whoa, you know, like you're kind of trained as a mom to like not get up before the kids because you're just so happy, maybe a little before them, but like you're so happy to have like a solid sleep, right? But what I realized was it really was going to change how I mastered the day. So I truly believe that this focus is a huge reason that I earned $1 million with the current company that I'm with in commissions in less than 3 years with them. And I know that that might sound crazy. And yes, there's other things that were also attributed to that. But I will tell you, the focus and knowing the clear vision of where I was going each day is a huge part of it. So Kellie's going to share with you guys a little bit about how to like start that gradually, because, you know, I didn't start waking up an hour before everybody else right away.
Yeah, I love that. And that's the thing, you guys, is it doesn't matter where you're starting from at this moment. You could be starting getting up at the time your kids need to wake up, or the time you need to get up to get in the shower to get to work on time, right? Like you're cutting it slim. Here's the thing that you need to know. You're starting at this place and it can improve. This is a skill set that you truly can adapt. But sometimes it's baby steps, right? So first off, it can be setting your alarm 15 minutes early this week, 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early. But here's the thing, you're going to set it a little bit earlier, and you're going to do a very quick version of what we're talking about this evening, a very quick version of Miracle Mornings. Maybe you actually take one or two of the things we're going to talk about tonight and you condense it. But every week for 5 days straight, Monday through Friday, you're going to get up 5 minutes early, 10 minutes, 15 minutes early. I'm going to challenge you each to do 15 minutes early, and you're going to see where it gets you. And then next week, you're going to start a little 30 minutes early, right? And that's truly how I started. I know now exactly how long it takes me to do my Miracle Morning. I know how long it takes me if I want to get everything done. And I know regardless of what time I need to wake up, it's based on what time my family needs to wake up. So if they need to get up at 6 a.m., that means I'm getting up at 5. If they need to get up at 8, I don't need to wait till 7. And so your Miracle Mornings can be flexible, right? But you have to start somewhere. So start with those baby steps, and you're going to build upon that, and you're going to keep getting better, and you're going to create that momentum week over week, right? So here's some tips that can help you get started for that very first week. And maybe that is for you this week. So one of the things that I love is
it will be this week.
It will be this week. Thank you. It will be this week because you guys are going to do it because we're in the holiday season. And this is the time for change. You're going to get a jump start on your new decade in life, right? So yes, thank you, Blair. We're going to do it this week, and we are right along with you to support you. This little thing right here, most of you guys probably use this for your alarm clock. Give me some love, throw me some heart, show me some hand raising.
Do you, Kellie?
Yes.
Oh, I don't even bring my phone into my bedroom. No.
Oh, okay.
That's the sexy room.
Most of you.
Phone in the bedroom.
Okay, well that's a whole nother story. She's actually doing well better than the majority of us. She's on like that pedestal up there that I can't quite see yet. No,
easily distracted.
No, but regardless, whatever you use, whether you use an alarm clock, whether you use your phone as an alarm clock, whatever you are actually using, here's the thing: what you need to know. Don't have it right beside your bed. All right. So if you're using your phone as your alarm clock, like myself, or using a regular alarm clock, maybe like Blair's using, set it across the room, right? So whatever time it is that you need to get up in the morning, have it set across. So you physically have to remove yourself from your bed, and you have to go over there and you have to turn it off. Okay. So one of the tips that I personally love, even though I do use my cell phone, and I get up about an hour and a half to 2 hours before my spouse does. So I actually don't need my alarm clock going off really loud, right? Like, because someone else is trying to sleep. And so I have it in a very quiet tone, but it still forces me to wake up. And I have, let's say, for example, you're doing exercise in the morning. Okay, that's one of the things we're going to talk about with your savers, miracle mornings. But let's say that you're getting up in the morning and you're going to drink your water, you're going to brush your teeth, you're going to get up, you're going to exercise, you're going to do your devotions, these things that you're going to be doing first thing in the morning. You need to get up out of your bed. You need to get up and you need to turn your alarm off. You need to be alert. You need to do all of these things. And Blair's going to go through sort of a quick run through of what that looks like. But the whole point is that these are small, tiny little tips. You don't want to have it right beside and you pick it up and you're like, snooze, snooze. You know, you don't want to do that. You have to physically get up and you have to start moving, right? That's the first step. Get up out of your bed, get your body flowing. Then you go into miracle morning.
Yeah. And you guys, the whole thing about getting up and drinking a full glass of water for us, we get up, take our vitamins, drink a full glass of water, walk and brush our teeth. It is so important because water is actually one of the things that will help get your body going. And then brushing your teeth will get you from getting back into bed, right? So make sure this week as you're adding, maybe you're getting up just that 15 minutes earlier, try implementing that. I love that idea about putting the alarm clock across the room. So we're going to run through what it is to do Miracle Morning. It's actually the acronym SAVERS. So SAVERS, SAVERS. So S stands for silence first. Okay. This one is actually out of all of them, the hardest for me because first thing in the morning, it's hard for me to stay quiet because my brain is already thinking of all the things that need to get done that day and what I need to do. So for me, I try to do silence while I'm actually brushing my teeth. So those of you that know me know that I love to get a lot of things done at once. So I actually, while I'm brushing my teeth, I will try to just look at myself in the mirror or even close my eyes and just be quiet. So like I use a Sonicare toothbrush. I think it's 2 or 3 minutes. By the time that's done, I'm done with silence. That's really all I can handle. Some of you, after doing this for a couple weeks, or maybe you've been doing it for longer, you're going to be like, oh, I can sit there for 10, 15 minutes in silence. That's awesome. For me, it's 2 to 3 minutes. Next moves on to A. A stands for affirmations. Listen, we're going to talk more about affirmations at the end of this today because we have a fun contest going on right now about our affirmation builder. But I will tell you, affirmations completely transformed the way that I think about things, my mindset, how I start my day, how I end my day. It's so much so it's even helped me in my marriage. So like Ryan and I were just talking about this on a live we just did together in a group we do for marriage, but like affirmations have helped me in my marriage and they can help you in every facet of your life, but especially your business because your mind will believe whatever you tell it every single day, positive or negative, and our brain wants to always be right. So S is for silence, A is for affirmations, and V is for visualization. If you are not doing vision boards, I'm going to challenge you to do one. It doesn't have to be something cute and fancy. It doesn't have to be, you know, this perfect scrapbooking looking vision board. It doesn't have to be that way. But you need to have some pictures up on the wall of what you're going for that go along with your affirmations, that go along with your goals. And I can tell you also on my phone, I have an album that literally says affirmation visualization. And I scroll through it when I'm trying to visualize and feel and get into whatever my affirmations and my visualization is. So it's things like what I want to see happen in my business, what I want to see happen in my family life, maybe a place that I want to go or a debt I want to pay off. And I get very specific, you guys. I literally have screenshotted what my mobile banking looks like, crossed out using Pick Collage app, which we taught you guys how to use over the last couple of weeks. So I use Pick Collage app. I cross out the current amount, put what I want it to be by whatever date. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking at when I'm visualizing so that I know where I'm going. So that's S, silence, A, affirmation, B, visualization. And Kellie's going to share with you guys the last 3.
Yeah, so I love all of those. And the last 3 is E is for exercise. So you guys getting your body up, you're already up, but you got to get it moving, right? Like it doesn't have to be high intensity. It doesn't have to be, you know, going physically anywhere. It could be just something simple in your own living room, plugging in a DVD, going on YouTube, finding something that's getting your body moving. It's always incredible to spend 20 minutes a day with your heart rate higher than it is when you're just sitting around, right? And so any sort of exercise that you can do, here's what the thing is going to do. It's going to release those endorphins in your body. It's going to help with that adrenaline. It's going to help release all of those natural hormones that you have going on. And you need that and you want that going on. So exercise is such a key thing in the very beginning. And whether it's done in that first 20 minutes or whether it's done in the morning, but at some point in your day, do it because it's going to make you feel better. Reading, filling your mind, reading things that are benefiting you. There are so many incredible things. We'll be dropping lots of things over the next few months, y'all, of specific books we've read, podcasts we've loved. In fact, in our 90 Days to Success, we talk about specific books that have impacted our everyday life. Miracle Mornings has been one of those. Miracle Mornings, the actual workbook, the actual book, and there's so many different things that you can use and read about Miracle Mornings. But reading to fill your mind up first thing in the morning is so important, whether it's your devotion, whether it's something that's inspiring and uplifting in your mind, but not reading, the news and those sort of things, but reading uplifting and positive things that fill your mind and fill your heart so you can go out and serve your purpose throughout your day. And the final thing is scribing. And that is literally keeping that journal. We've talked a lot about gratitude. Blair's going to touch on a little bit more about our affirmation piece that we love and it's a part of our everyday life. But scribing what's important to you. You hear a lot of talk in business, especially women in business, about your why. Why are you doing this? Well, why are you working so hard towards your goals, right? So scribing that, feeling what's on your heart in the beginning morning where it's silence and there's no one pulling at you and needing at you, especially those of you who are moms. You have a lot pulling at you, but in that very beginning of the day, you're feeling that where it's quiet. No one needs that. You can really get in tune and you can scribe, you can have that gratitude journal, you can talk about those feelings first thing in the morning. So here's the cool thing about this week, right here on Blessed Momma Bosses. All week long, we are going to be talking about Miracle Mornings. We're going to be sharing things with you that have impacted and tools and resources that have impacted our mornings. Because like we said in the very beginning of this video is you may not have the perfect morning right now, but I will say one of the biggest things, and we travel a lot together. We're multiple states away, but we do travel a lot together, whether we are together or we're at home. I know exactly what Blair's morning looks like. And she knows exactly what my morning looks like. When we are traveling, we know the things are non-negotiable that happen in our life as individual women, right? We are doing things to serve ourselves, to serve our family, to serve our teams, to serve our businesses, right? But it all starts in that very beginning. And this is a skill set you can learn and you will learn, and you will have a lot of things happen this week right here in Blessed Momma Bosses. So I want to encourage you to invite your friends, people who need to learn this thing. This is a free group to be a part of. And there is so much wisdom that is coming in developing those skills. And it is a skill that every single person can develop. So invite friends in to the group, because all week long, we're going to be sharing those tips. And we really want other women who are running their careers, running their businesses, and who want those tips and strategies of how to manage the house and manage that business, manage it all without sacrificing their family. So I'm excited for you guys this week to learn, some of our tips and our strategies. So Blair, I'll toss it back to you.
Absolutely. So we did launch a really fun contest just a couple of days ago. Hopefully you guys have seen it. And what you get is you get the affirmation builder. So this course is actually a $79 course. And it not only gives you the worksheet that literally breaks down step-by-step how to create an affirmation that will actually work for you, but also 2 videos that go along with it. One explaining the science, why it's important to have affirmations. The other one's explaining how to use the worksheet. So it's a $79 value. You're going to get all of that training for free by adding 10 people who accept into the group. Now, I've had a few of you guys ask me questions, so I want to go over this really quick. What does that mean, accept? All that means is that you're going to be reaching out. We even gave you some great verbiage. Shout out to Allison Glassman. She said, hey, can you help me out with what would you say if you're inviting people to this group? Because she's liking the group and she wants to share it with others. So I even dropped the message underneath that contest. If you want to check it out, feel free to copy, make it your own. But basically you're just inviting people who you think would get value out of being in here. And then once they accept the group, so I always teach this method. I say, first you ask them if they're interested. They say yes. Then you add them into the group, then send them a quick message and say, hey, here's what the group's name is. You've got to accept now, because that's a new feature on Facebook over the last year, is that once you add somebody to a group, they have to accept. You can't just be added to 100 groups anymore. Thank goodness. And so it's a good thing, right? So you ask them, then you add them, then send them a quick message so that they accept, and then tag them underneath the contest. And that way we know that you've added somebody that's accepted in. And once you have 10, we will email you and send you over all of this stuff that you need for your affirmation builder course. And we're excited, you guys. This is just really the only reason we're even doing that is just to encourage you to invite people in here, because it is a free spot. And we are here to nurture, to care. This is a non-soliciting zone. We're not here to try to recruit or take anybody away. We're literally just wanting to share and grow with others and give you guys the knowledge that we've created and show you guys the success that you can have. We've had so many people ask both of us questions over the years that we're like, let's just put it all into one spot. So hopefully you guys are going to get a ton out of this. Make sure to add your friends. Kellie, anything you want to say before we end?
Well, I just want to challenge everybody that I know we are at the week of, it's December 15th, right? And if you're feeling a little at all like me, you're like, is our Christmas shopping done? I've got all these things to do.
Anything.
Right? Like it's the last week. My kids are in school a few days. Like, so here's the thing. It's Sunday night, right? Whether you're watching this live or you're catching on the replay later, or maybe you're catching it Monday. Here's the thing. Take what you can and take this, jot a few notes and set a small goal. If it's 5 minutes, that's great. We are so proud of you for committing to 5 minutes of your miracle mornings. If it's 10, if it's 15, regardless of where you're at on this journey, just make that small step forward and improvement, right? Because it's always think of like the quote, the ark wasn't built overnight, right? Like it took so much time and it's small incremental choices, but you'll never get to that hour of early morning rising if you don't start at 5 minutes or 15 minutes. And so we are super proud of you, each and every one of you, for just engaging in that 5 minutes, that 10 or that 15, and let us know, give us feedback, send us a DM, drop in the comments here, any of the posts that you see this week on how we can support you. We have loved, thank you to everyone who's reached out to us and told us how much all of these different things that we've been sharing in this group have helped you not only increase your customer base, but really truly increase your overall sales, but really balancing that out and teaching you things overall. We are so grateful for all of the positive feedback. We are loving it, and anything that we can do to help and support. So we're so grateful for that. And we will see you on Wednesday morning, right? We're Wednesday in the Word, and then next Sunday night.
Awesome. Bye, guys. Have a great night. Can't wait to hear how it goes.